All right, so now we get to the question you asked about um, these translation problems here. And the first thing we have to figure out is, okay, what is the library function associated with this graph? So let's look again at our options, okay? The first one is absolute value of x. Second is x squared. Third is square root of x. Fourth is x cubed. Well, you see that your formula has a square in it, so that tells us we are looking for x squared. It also helps that all your multiple choices are in fact parabolas here. So we know we're dealing with this base function, y equals x squared. But what are we going to do to it if we are being asked to take x minus 2 squared? Well, you notice we're adding to the input or subtracting from the input here. So what we've got is a case of, as if f of x equals x squared and g of x is equal to this x minus 2 squared, what we've done to g of x is we have taken, to get to g of x, we took the input for f and subtracted 2 from it. It's not a case of taking f of x minus this. No, it's not a matter of subtracting 2 from the output. It's a matter of subtracting 2 from the input. And what we saw that subtracting 2 from the input does is it moves the entire graph 2 units in a positive direction, because messing with the input moves the graph opposite of the direction you'd think. So it's going to take this parabola right here and move it 2 units in this direction. Let's see which picture of the ones you sent does just that. It looks like C does. And in fact, well, this isn't in the mode where I could actually expand it. But C is the correct answer because it slid the graph, the original graph, y equals x squared, 2 units in the positive direction. Okay? Now let's look at your second question. Also has to do with the parabola. So our base function, oopsie, yeah, our base function is still again this y equals x squared. But what are we going to do to it? Well, we have a change in the input as well as a change in the output. This change in the input says take the original graph and slide it 2 units to the right. What this -4 does is, remember, it changes to the output, slide the function in the direction you think they would. So a -4 will slide it down. So we're going to take this function, slide it in the positive direction 2, and then slide it down 4. So this vertex, instead of being at 0, 0, should now be at 2, -4. Let's see which of the options you have did just that. So A slid it the wrong direction. It actually slid it to the left. B slid it to the right. Looks like it goes down to -4. C also slid it to the right. Looks like it goes down maybe, let's see, that looks like only it went down 2. It's kind of, you have to blow these up here to figure out exactly. But only B and C slid it in the right direction from the left-right standpoint. And it looks like only B slid it far enough down. But it's going to take this original y equals f of x, slide it over 2, and then down 4. So slide it over 2, down 4. That gets you the right graph. So I'm hoping you see how that connects to the slideshow we had done earlier, and I'm hoping that helps.